I'm so sorry about that. My phone ran out of memory for a moment there. I had to clear up some stuff. But as I was saying, fear in society perpetuated so much of our problems, and a good root of that fear is because we've become completely isolated. We fear our government instead of our government fearing the people. That's what it's supposed to be like, by the way. In in a democratically elected Republican, the government is supposed to fear the people. Fear keeps them straight, right? And not fear of like we freaking chop off their heads like it's, you know, revolutionary France. No, I'm saying fear as in if you don't do what you say you're gonna do within the first 3 months of your campaign, you're out, buddy. You're out, girl. You're fucking out. And you know what? You're lucky we don't charge you for fucking treason for lying to us just to get in a fucking political party of power, okay? That's the kind of shit I'm talking about, all right? We have to keep, we the population, if we're going to have a government like we have, has got to be completely focused, all together, united, focused on the real problems. We have to get down to what the real problems are, people. Now, if I'm talking like, I have several ideas of what problems need to be solved. And by God, if all of my business plans in the future work out, I'm going to solve a good majority of them. But there's some that one human being just can't solve, people. And this is the big one. We all have to get together as a population of people and of a country. Every country has to do this, by the way. Every single one has to get on the same page, or you're gonna have a civil war down the line. That's just how it fucking goes, okay? If you don't know history, there you go, people. If the population has such a huge problem, no matter how minuscule the problem is, it can seem so bad that it splits the population in half, and it's a civil war right there, then and there, right? So, your population has got to be united on the same page. That's why propaganda targets one individual race or community or something to divide, to slowly divide the population. That's how they control. That's how they get with fear, how they get you with everything. I know you don't, I know some of y'all think I'm freaking crazy talking about this, but you know what? Look at the crazy shit going on. Do I really sound that crazy for saying people uniting under one cause actually makes a huge difference? How is that crazy? No, it's just every government don't want you to think like that. They want you to be scared. They want you to isolate yourself, to choose a niche, like in freaking high school. Because they've created the niche. They control, they fund, they... Anyhow. This whole 2-part video is gonna be crazy, I know. I'm glad that I look like I get told that I look like Qui-Gon Jinn. I don't think I do, obviously. I don't look anything like Liam Neeson. But I appreciate that because that character, he was called a maverick. He never went with both the Jedi Council or any leader. Even, he even butted heads with Count Dooku, his master, because he was a true maverick. He set his own path, and I like to think that I think and do the same. I've never fit into a niche. I've never wanted to go into a niche. I've never fit into a population of people too well. Some would say I just don't conform to society. I like to think that that's the case, but I mean, I like to play video games. I play MMOs, so that's kind of, for some people would say, conforming to society's means of, giving a subscription to freaking Blizzard for a good portion of my life, kind of thing like that. But all it really comes down to, though, is if you can at least think for yourself, that goes a long ways. And if you let your focus determine your reality and understand the meaning of that, and can control that, can control where your focus is, and if you can split your focus appropriately instead of focusing strong-heartedly on just one thing, one part of your life, I think that the world, the society, every society can change just a little bit better. This video is probably going to get a lot of hate. Thank you for joining the Top Hat Guy Show and his Jedi wisdom. And I will see you all next time. Have a great day.